Now, you said you never really hung around Lil Woody, but
Never.
there was a time where you saw him in the studio with the Young Thug.
Yeah, I seen him one time.
Yeah.
And I never went back around ever since then. Like,
So
literally.
you never went around Young Thug because of Woody?
Well, okay. Every time that I knew when I seen he was hanging with these type of group of guys, I'm like, cause it was weird to me. We don't like, where did these guys come from? They weren't around back then. Like they just popped up now that you got. So I don't operate like that. Like I look at it like, damn, bro, what niggas was when we didn't have none. Now y'all niggas want to jump on a nigga bandwagon when we in rotation. Now we got money now. Y'all niggas want to come around. So that type of shit I don't be with. I can't tell him who to hang with. So I just fell back. Like every time I know brother around or them extra niggas around, I don't want to be around. I'm cool.
Well, what did you know about Woody at that time?
I just knew he was a guy from Mechanicsville, man. They was on some blue jean bandit snatch and grab type of shit. Like, you feel me? Like, I ain't really know too much of all. He's just from Mechanicsville. We are from Atlanta, so of course our names gonna be ringing bells in each other's ears. So he's just a nigga from Mechanicsville.
Well, then on January 5th, 2015, you're locked up at the time, but a situation happened at Club Crucial, which is owned by T.I. So according to the paperwork, they're saying that Woody was in the club. He had a bunch of cash, like $25,000. He was showing it off on stage. And then Shell Kell, who's Nut's brother, allegedly tried to rob him.
Yeah, I heard that story, yeah.
And a big fight broke out. You know, I interviewed Woody about it. I mean, he did say that this happened. You know, shots rang out. He said they were already gone by that time, but it was this big, messy situation.
Right.
What do you know about that?
Like I just heard it in the streets, and I was hearing story. I heard the same story that you heard. I haven't heard it out of nobody else's mouth who was actually there. I ain't heard Woody say it. I ain't asked him. I don't know who Shell Kell is. I never talked to him, but nothing like that. So I just heard the story. I heard the same exact story that you heard. I don't really know too much information about it. I can't give you facts. I can't give you this. I just heard the story.
Right, and
obviously if Woody said it, then it 9 out of 10, it most likely happened that way.
Woody said a lot.
Yeah.
Woody said a lot.
Right.
You know, in interrogation rooms and everything else like that. But
exactly.
According to the case, they're saying that after that robbery happened, or the attempted robbery happened, they're saying that there was a meeting at a McDonald's, and they're saying the Young Thug put a green light on all YFN members. I'm not saying it's true.
Right.
But ultimately, this is what,
that's
the DA, this was her story, and this is why everyone got arrested.
Exactly.
They said 5 days later, Woody allegedly approached Young Thug, and he said he needed a car to rent in order to kill Big Nut, who was basically getting into the middle of the situation.
Right.
And on January 10th, the DA claims that Young Thug orchestrated the murder of Nut. Shannon Stillwell, a.k.a. SB, was accused of being the shooter. Do you know SB?
Yeah, no, Shannon.
Okay. A shooting happened. We're not quite sure who was in the car and so forth. They're saying that Woody orchestrated it. They're saying that SB was the shooter. But ultimately, a car pulls up. Nut is in front of a barbershop. Shots rang out. Nut gets killed. 2 other people get shot, including a 14-year-old boy and a man in his 20s. And after the shooting happened, I think Shell Kell was there. And,
I'm not
well, it was his brother. His brother was there. I'm not sure if it was Kell or someone else.
Right.
But allegedly, Nut's last words were, "Thug had me killed."
That's my first time ever hearing that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my first time ever hearing
it's in the
that.
paperwork.
That's crazy, yeah. I never really, that's crazy.
And then Woody told the police that he met up with Young Thug right after the murder, went to Young Thug's apartment, and started preparing to leave town.
Yeah.
But that night, all hell broke loose in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know about this.
Yes.
Woody's baby mother's house gets shot up that night. Then a couple hours later, Woody's brother's neighbor's house gets shot up. They find out it's the wrong house.
Damn,
then go back and shoot up Woody's brother's house.
Yeah. I ain't know that.
Yeah. And then Woody ends up leaving to Miami. Did you hear about all the shootings and all the mess that was happening?
Yeah, I was hearing about it. Because around that time I still was in prison.
You were still in prison?
Yeah.
I'm not saying you were there, you were involved, but you're hearing about it.
I've heard about every single thing that was going on. I kept my ear to the streets now, but
Yeah. What did you think of this whole situation?
I really just felt like it was some dumb shit, man. It was kind of stupid because, like I said, all us was together, like literally every day in the studio together, recording together, on tour together. So it just, in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like, what happened within this time? I just went to prison. It ain't even been a year. I wasn't even a full year into my bed yet, my prison bed. And all this shit just started unraveling. I'm like, what the fuck just happened just that fast? Like, I just didn't, it was just stupid to me, man. Cause I'm like, damn, bro, we did all this to make it out. Now, right at the time we making it out of this shit, y'all, it's all this dumb shit going on. It was just, that shit was just, it was stupid to me, man.